from a point behind the ear, right there, from the front, down like that. So when you're going to really long hair like that, that angle is very severe. Remember, at one point, your shear tips are pointed towards the floor, not back, towards the shoulder, not down towards the breast, but almost towards the floor. And you carve away at it, and you try to get that thing to blend across the back. That's point 1, point 2. Okay, point 3 is the blunt. Remember, we cut that, I brought the big shears out, and we cut that long blunt line across the back because there was these really long stringy pieces, and that's generally what happens with that kind of super long hair. Probably gonna take another good 10 inches off the back, and then we're gonna blend from under the chin to the back. You're gonna be putting that shear is gonna be almost pointed at the floor again, but at the same time, it's gonna have a little bit more of a forgiving angle, a little more angle towards the back because you don't need to go as far down. So you've got this clipped from ear to ear, right over the top. The part should be right on the side, coming together at the very top of the head, right to behind the ear. Now, let go of the clips, get the clips out of the front sides of the head. This is all pretty academic. This is very, very simple stuff. You know, moisten the hair a little bit. When you moisten the hair, this is another little trick. Always try to have the bottle pointed away from the client's face, close to the hair like that, because you see people all the time doing this.
And you're going to comb straight down. You're going to come straight down. You're not going to pull forward. You're not going to pull away from the head. You're going to pull straight down. And at this point right now, we're in a place where we have shoulders that are drastically in the way. So you're going to use that guide, but you're not going to actually cut into that guide you cut in the back.
You know, because this is it. This isn't complicated. But this is where I'm going to start, and this is where I'm going to finish. So you need an angle that's going to go to blend that. And when I do this, this is the chewing process, and it's like you can't do this in one cut. Even with the big shears, it really wouldn't work that well. I'm holding it with my little finger. So you're using almost your entire hand here. You're not just using your cutting fingers. You're not using your gripping fingers. You bring this down, maybe a 1-inch section, comb it, turn the comb off like that, hold it with your finger, like that. Okay, when I did this, I only cut half the head. I left that weight line over here on this side, and it's not going to be an easy thing to see, but it's there, and at some point when we're done, you want to come by and take a look at it. You take a look at it for yourself, and you see if this doesn't have more movement in the bottom than this, you know, and this half I didn't cut, this half I cut. So when it's all said and done, you can come over and just kind of pick it up and drop it. This is what you're going to do with your clients. Use your fingers, get into the hair like this, pick it up, shake it loose, drop it. Same thing, pick it up, shake it loose and drop it, because that's what's going to tell you what kind of movement you have in the hair, what kind of cut you have in the hair. Beauty salons are not there to build your clientele. The owner is not there to build your clientele. They can't do that. It's impossible for them to do that because the bottom line is if they can't make people like you and you're not likable, you're never going to build a clientele. So there's certain things that just have to be said to people, and that is that if you're shy and withdrawn, you better overcome that because it's not going to help you build a clientele.